How's it going, guys? Hope y'all are doing great and welcome back on another episode on the Faraway Paladin episode 8. Now, last week episode was episode 7.5, where they gave us a rundown on what has happened on the show thus far. Now, although it was a little nice to see a little recap, but you know what? I'm over it. Let's check out the next episode and see what took place. Seriously? Yeah, he hasn't been out that much. Could that be the reason why? Yeah. Blood mentioned about this, no? Mm. All right. So we get to know about this white sail. Um, what Milnil said, it wasn't far from what Blood was trying to tell Will before. And if my guess is correct, Blood, Mary, and Gus fought in that war too, right? So the people that go there, like people that go over there, are people that receive some type of a divine power and wants to get away from all the chaos that has been happening around all over. During the time there was a great war, so he forced people to find a designated area to live. And it's really interesting and funny when Menel talked about white sails, right? And Will has no recollection on what that is. And Minel is like, where have you been all this time? Like, who are you? Only if he knows. And I believe that that's actually the part where will tell Minel about his life and explain everything, right? Just like Minel told him about his life. But I think Will is keeping that secret for a good reason. What now? A gorilla? A giant ape? Ooh, he's an F. It's a standoff. Look at Will's eyes. He's not moving them like their eyes just connected and linked, locked. Now in real life, I'm not sure if I'll be brave enough to stand in there and be looking at Abe right there in the eye like that. But again, what he said is quite true. In a situation where you meet a wild animal like that, the moment you hesitate, you're a goner. If you run, you're a goner. Everybody ran away. Yeah, they will never understand you as much as you think, Will, because Will grew up different, very different from anybody else. So it makes sense why they won't really understand when he says certain things and when he makes some certain decisions. This may be a good time to ask, when will Goblin Slayer come out? Is it, are we ever gonna get season 2 of Goblin Slayer? He is indeed. He knows how to utilize what he has so far. Hmm. So far, so good with the alliance with these two. Hopefully, her singings and her noise making doesn't attract any ghoul or any beasts. This is really interesting. I guess this is another way for Will to feel closer to his parents and his grandfather, I would say. You know, the tale of their past and the things they did in the past. Oh, I think they just took us back in time to see what happened with that story. This boy must be very brave. They're gonna use him as bait to attract this thing. Hmm. Oh, that's Mary. Okay. I thought they're going to use the boy as bait. Decapitation. Decapitation. He just decapitated this thing. That boy kind of looks like Beotard, like a kid Beotard. Shout out to Attack on Titan. There is something about this moment right now that reminds me of when Jiraiya met those kids and he trained them, Nagato and them, you know, somehow, some way. And how did this girl, this bee, know all these stories? Well, elf intend to live longer than humans, right? Of course, of course. And for some reason, I feel like this will not be only. It won't be the only time he's going to hear about three of them. He was trained by the bests or by one of the bests. Like I said, this man understands his. He understands his skills and what he can be able to do. He is sure of himself and he knows how to utilize it. Mm-hmm. Because those are two different questions. Naruhodo. She travels with him because he's a good cook. Well, I'm not mad at that, right? That's another city. The White Sail. Okay. So finally, on the next episode, they're going to arrive at this White Sail. Tonio did say something here, and let me say that I really like the question that he asked. Well, I think he asked him that to kind of understand the type of man he wants to be, what his goals are, and to understand Will's intention. How is he going to utilize the gifts that he has? And is he willing to solo it out, like, to be a priest and not more, you know, or to be a warrior and at the same time be a healer? So, and Whale answered him by saying, if I can summon what he said he wants to be a little bit of both. But most importantly, he wants friends, right? He wants people that he can be able to work with. You know what I mean? So, which is a very good thing. And I hope Antonio will not do something that will betray the boy. Now, while they were walking and going there, by the way, what's going on at White Sails now? I have been holding up in Beastwoods for a while, so I haven't been to the port in ages. A new ruler has taken over the Fitol Kingdom. So Egbert II is his posthumous name is Egbert the Bold. He wasn't a half bad king. I see, so he's dead. Yes, but there is a bit of a problem. His legitimate heir, Prince Owen, succeeded him, but he falls short of his father. And the lords have suggested that now is the time to advance south. That sounds bad. And Will said that sound bad simply because he knows he's been through those areas before and he knows that area completely. Fortunately, this hasn't had any great effect on Southmark yet. The king's brother, who was dispatched to White Sails, is a great wise man. The crown prince Ethelbert Rex Fatal, he comes from a different mother than King Owen. So that means that this guy, right? What's his name again? So that I don't forget. Ethelbald Rex Fatal, him and the heir of King Ethel. Man, I can't remember the name of these guys because I'm not used to them. But the other guy, they have the same father, but they came from a different mother, which means that the main king that died, right? The king that died had two sons, and he had two wives. I'm not sure if that would be a problem, but in a situation like this with power, uh, but he excels with both the pen and the sword, like his father. So this son right here, Ethelbald, is one that kind of represents or that kind of solidifies the persona of the late king, unlike the heir. So the first son is not doing a good job, but this one right here is just like his father. It is due to Prince Ethel's rule that the government of White Cells continues to run. Hmm. Sounds like a complicated situation indeed, where the second son is actually doing better than the first son, right? Which is expected to do more because he is the heir to the throne. But the other guy with white hair, the second son, Ethelbald, is doing better. So it's a confusing and complicated situation because at the end of the day, they're gonna have to give the throne to the heir, to the rightful heir, because if not, that will cause a problem. But we're going to see what's going to happen on the next episode. Thank you guys for joining me. Feel free to push your thoughts on what you think about this show thus far. I think it's slowly building up. The show is slowly expanding, because going to White Sails, I'm sure it's going to be, they're going to meet new people, new characters and all of that stuff. All right, on that note, stay safe, keep on keeping on.